Did you feel in your first two games back to take some time to kind of get back in the flow, or did it come quickly?
Yeah, I think it kind of took me a little bit to just get in the flow of everything. That game speed is different than anything else. Even if you're still running on the side or doing agility, whatever the case is. But I think as far as my conditioning, I was fine. I did a lot of work with Coach Nick while I was out, and I think that helped me. But I just think that game flow is I have to get back used to.
Do you have a sense of whether you'll be back in the starting lineup, or does it even matter? Or
No, I don't know. Whatever coach feels. So, it's just one of those things where I just play and we'll see.
Was it a pleasant surprise when it got cleared a couple of games ago?
Yeah. I was hoping I would get cleared. I was told, I probably wouldn't. But I was thankful to go to the doctor, and he said that everything looked good, and I was clinically healed, so I was able to play.
what's your sense of Washington? What have you seen of them on? You haven't played them yet, and it's mid-February, but
Yeah.
you got them on Thursday.
They're really fast in transition. Makes and misses. They try to get the ball up the floor. They play, they play like a guard style, a heavy guard style, which everybody switches and everybody pretty much dribbles the ball. And so I think we have to be disciplined in transition. Once we shoot, we have to have our safeties back, and get ready to play good defense. And then on the offensive end, take advantage of switches.
What do you feel like is out there for your team at this point, the rest of the conference? The league's pretty jumbled at this point.
Yeah, I think, there's two groups. I think we're one game, behind in the loss column. And so, there's these clusters of groups that are around the same record. And so I think right now, it's pretty much open for anyone to win. I think that, coming down the stretch, whoever plays well and are able to get W's, I think that's what it'll come down to. But I think lately we've been playing really well. We just have to continue that play going into Washington Thursday.
You guys got 4 or 6 games left on the road. What do you need to do to improve there and sort of take what you're able to do at cost?
I think we just need to minimize our mistakes on the road. I think we have some of the same mistakes at home, but they don't affect the game as much because of teams are playing away and our crowd is there, and so opposing teams don't have really a large crowd that are able to pick them up or get them into the game. And so I think on the road we have to be able to weather, when teams go on runs or when we're not able to score the ball. So yeah, I think just minimize mistakes and be able to play through the crowd and build our own energy.
You obviously considered at least whether you wanted to come back for this season. When you were sitting out there for a few weeks, was it frustrating? And when you look at your decision to be back here, are you 100% pleased with it?
I think whenever you sit out, it's frustrating. You're just not able to go out there and help the team, help your guys, which is what you ultimately want to do. And so, yeah, that was frustrating having to, sit out and not being able to play. But as far as my decision, I'm fine. I stand on my decision. I don't have any regrets. And so, and I think going forward, like I said, we've been playing well. So if we just continue that, then I think it'll still be a great season for us.
What's going to be the key, you think, to improving at the free throw line as a team?
I think we have to take our time at the line. Coach always tells us to take deep breaths, and I think just anything that is distracting you, maybe your last miss, don't think about it. Just go to the line with a fresh slate and think about making your next ones. It's all about concentration and focus, and so I think we struggled last game. We'll improve.
Have you figured out why you seem to make all your free throws in the last 2 minutes, but before that, kind of up for grabs?
Yeah, I don't know. I usually start the game off strong from the line, and then towards the middle I struggle, and then at the end I'm nearly perfect. And so, I couldn't tell you. Like I said, just I have to concentrate more at the line and focus in and knock those free throws down that are, towards the middle or in the middle of the game in that area. So, yeah.
From your vantage point, what's it been like just how cool has it been seeing Jabari come on the way he has the past couple games?
I've been happy for him. Jabari works hard. He's a great guy. I'm a great teammate. He's all about, the team first. And so to see him, play the way that I think we all think he can play and know he can play now, it's been a sight. And so I hope that he continues to play this way because when he's knocking down shots and then you have Jordan who's knocking down shots, and it just makes the game so much easier, and it makes it harder for teams to guard us. And so I'm very pleased with how he's playing. He's been, not just the three-pointers. He's been attacking the rim. Mid-range game has been nice. So he's been doing a lot of positive things.
What can you guys do to get Ivan Rabb more involved in the offense? What can you guys do to get him up to the inside and get him?
Yeah, I think early on in the game we need to look to go to him at the start of the game just to get him in the rhythm and get him feeling good. When your team is rolling, I guess kind of the bigs kind of get overlooked in the grand scheme of things. We just look for them to rebound and defend, but bigs are a focal point for our team. We need them in order to win, and so I think that Ivan's done a good job handling it, but we also need to look to go into him more in the beginning of the game, beginning of second half, things like that. Just quick hitter plays just to get him some touches, and he's also been doubled a lot this year. On the catch, every time he catches the ball, he's been doubled. So I think that's had an effect on his touches and how much he's scoring too, because when he gets the ball, he has to pass it out. But I think we'll work on that. We'll work on getting him the ball and making sure that he feels good.
There was a play in the game the other night, the Saturday game, where I think he lost control of the ball in the lane or whatever, and it was the first time I'd seen him and looking a little frustrated. His head kind of went down, shoulders slumped, and he didn't race down the end of the court immediately. So that's something you can go to him as a senior and and just provide some encouragement. Or did you see that? Or
yeah, I saw it. And again, it's basketball. As much as we are for the team, we love to win. You get frustrated when you feel like you're not playing up to your potential or the way that you should be playing. And so I think for everybody, I think there's a little frustration at times on the court. And so as a senior, as a point guard, when you see that, maybe you come down and you call a play for him. You get him a look, like I said, just to get him feeling good. So that's on me to notice those kind of things and to go to him the next play down and like I said, to make him feel better about himself.
So we got about a minute left. We're just got to get to practice.